Planet of Lana is a sensitive narrative portrayed through a highly captivating artistic sector. Here is a review. Planet of Lana confirms itself as a quality adventure, with an excellent artistic sector and enjoyable gameplay. The sci-fi odyssey experienced by little Lana and tender MUI strikes the right emotional chords in the approximately 6 hours required to reach the end credits, in a debut work that bears witness to all of the Wishfully team's affection for Studio Ghibli films and the unforgettable The Last Guardian. The Swedish authors prepare a research expedition that analyzes the relationship between humans, nature, and machines against the backdrop of a planet with a rich biosphere. The story of the Lana village and the amusing MUI takes shape through a wordless narration, in a modest video game treasure that may have been even more incisive with a touch of inventiveness. Planet of Lana will be available on PC, version we tested, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X/S on Tuesday, May 23, 2023, and will also be included in the Xbox Game Pass catalog on day one. Here's a summary of our experience with the title. Surrounded by exotic stilt buildings and crystal blue lakes, Lana's existence as a youngster is divided between games and friendships, in a daily life with a melancholy but calm backdrop. A delicate balance that collapses in the face of a sentient machine civilization's wall of annihilation. Robotic beings like lightning-fast arachnids practically shower from the sky, wreaking havoc on the Lana community. Every human being is taken prisoner and carried to unknown locations, while our protagonist escapes the onslaught by luck. Lana was robbed of the only figure of reference left in her life after the loss of her parents, putting the burden of discovering what happened to her people squarely on the shoulders of the little girl. The small girl comes across a weird creature a little blackish of the dark, a little cat imprisoned in a cage while trying to summon the required confidence. Lana acquires the friendship of the little creature, whom we come to know as MUI after he is freed. The link between Lana and MUI quickly becomes the narrative pivot of Planet of Lana, which creates a story of growth and friendship around the effort to rescue the human community. Wishfully's story has the feel of a modern fairy tale, in which the objective tragic nature of the situation is never overemphasized in favor of an adventure with joyous tones and touching consequences. Lana and MUI communicate with each other by instinct and intuition, in an effort to gain mutual understanding that includes the player. In Planet of Wool, human language is drastically different from what we find now on Earth. It is therefore the silences, repetition of noises, and strange rock inscriptions that lead us in comprehending the history of this new world. And the Planet of Lana's music merits special note right away. The game audio is excellently accompanied with a soundtrack signed by Tokushi Furukawa, former composer for The Last Guardian. Winds flowing through the trees, rafts lapping on the sea, and enveloping tunes with a deep emotional impact fuel MUI and Lana's adventure. Furthermore, music plays an important role in the development of this video game fairy tale, which explores the issue of the link between nature and humans without being banal. Lana's world is disclosed to us in a frequent interchange of two-dimensional scenarios within an aesthetic frame built by hand. As previously stated, the influence of Ghibli style can be seen instantly in this puzzle adventure, which is not reproposed in a sterile and blatant replica. Wishfully argues forcibly that Lana has its own personality, creating basic but suggestive scenarios. The terrain gradually changes from the tropical stilt bungalows where the MUI and Lana mission begins to deserts, caves, and lakes shrouded in darkness at night. Lana and MUI must constantly collaborate in each of these areas in order to progress. As a result, we get at the center of the gameplay, the girl's capacity to control her odd companion. The young one can instruct MUI to follow her rapidly or to stop at a specific location. The creature can also operate the most basic technology devices on the planet. Instead, his exceptional agility is offset by a great phobia of water. Lana, for her part, has the ability to climb suspended ropes, leap from concealed reach, swim, and move small items. A complementarity that players must continually investigate in order to complete the game's puzzles, which frequently entails stealth elements. Lana and MUI, in fact, have little hope of defeating the machines or the unsettling creatures who populate the planet. The only chance of survival for the two characters is through cleverness and the ability to go unnoticed. The tall grass is thus made into a safe haven, while one is occasionally obliged to function as bait to ensure the other the time required to carry out an important operation for the advance. The humorous notion is highly appealing, as is the implementation, which is clean and clear of uncertainties. As the plot of Planet of Lana progresses, the environmental puzzles get increasingly challenging, while MUI gains some intriguing new powers. Unfortunately, after a few hours of play, you begin to notice a certain repetitiveness in the producer's schemes and riddles, in an experience that, although still enjoyable, leaves the impression of not expressing its full potential. Even if the gameplay solution explodes into the game a bit abruptly, expressing itself exclusively in the closing stages of the journey, several quick-time events take care of surprisingly disrupting the rhythm of the game with a significant scenic value. While well executed, many sections struggle to integrate coherently into the experience. However, we would like to note that the few flaws highlighted here do not jeopardize the overall quality of the Swedish team's debut work, which compensates for the risk of excessive déjà vu with a longevity of roughly 6 hours. Planet of Lana is an utterly recommended experience for fans of narrative-driven puzzle platformers and cinematic landscapes, capable of generating reflections and emotions. However, with additional refining and a dash of inventiveness in the puzzle section, the title wishfully could have accomplished even more lofty goals.